Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. Today I have for you someone's reading. And the vision I receive already, because it's gonna continue, but there is a situation going on in your life that feels very competitive. And it feels competitive in relation to two other people. So I see you. I see you at a starting point of what seems to be a race of some kind. There is someone on your left, there is someone on your right, and you are in the middle, and you are on top of, it's like a race wagon with a horse. And the race starts, there is already a very competitive energy from the beginning on. So you start the race, and then there is the track which is leading to the right. And on the moment you are going on the track, and on the moment that you take the corner, there is someone from the right that is jumping on your wagon, and there is a physical fight going on. And then there is something in the beginning also. I want to pull a card first. I'm being pulled back to the beginning because I want to go further, but I'm being pulled back to the beginning. There is something in there in the beginning already, also within your energy, that is, it feels like it's not coming from the right place. It's really coming from a place of competition, but aggressive competition. So I don't know if this is a situation that, let me first pull a card. It's like there is a question mark in the sense of, why are you so competitive? What happened there before that made you be so competitive? Hmm. Okay, okay. So how it comes through now, there is a situation. And again, there are two people that are really jumping out for you. So I feel there is two people that you are comparing yourself with, and you feel they are in front of you. They are doing very good in certain areas where you are struggling. And there is a sense of envy in there. And you are energetically racing with these people. But also, there is one of the two that is also not coming from the right place. The other one feels kind of neutral, but this person on your right, it's like they are also very competitive towards you. And the moment that you that you are about to cross them, they are jumping on your wagon, and they are starting a physical fight with you. So it's an unhealthy conflict that is going on there. Now, what happens there with the fight is that you are pushing this person from the wagon, and But the fight goes on for a while. So you are going from the starting point, you go around the corner, and then this person jumps on your wagon, and there it's like you start to circle in or turn in circles. It's like you are not moving, you are turning in circles. And then at a certain point, you are pushing this person off of your wagon, and there your trek continues. And then you arrive somewhere, and this arrival feels, in a sense, like it's a village. It feels very cozy. It feels very at home, that village. But you can't enter that village. There is something that is pulling you back, and that something, as she comes through here, is the Divine Mother. And the Divine Mother is pulling you back to that point where you push the other person from your wagon. So to put this together already, there is comparison going on. From you are comparing yourself to other people who are doing better, seems like doing better in a certain area of your life where you are trying to move forward, and it's difficult for you to move forward there. And you are a little bit frustrated with the fact that other people are moving faster than you. And this makes you, this puts you in a sense somewhere in your ego, not coming from the right place and coming into this state of competition. I also want to move as fast as them. And the first message, the first strong message that comes through here, because this is very, the Divine Mother is so, so very present in here. And she's here with this sweet, loving, caring, nurturing, warm embrace. And already in the beginning, she wants to say to you that never compare yourself with others, because we are all walking our own path. And something that is easy for someone else can be very difficult for you. Something that is very difficult for you, easy for you, can be very difficult for someone else. We are all walking our own path. And we are all walking our own path in our own tempo. And the tempo is our tempo. We should never, never compare that with someone else. Because it may seem that other people are going faster than you, but you have your own path. And also the acceptance is there. Be where you are, accept where you are. Know that everything has its own time. Know that wherever you are learning on your own tempo. And it's the time you need to integrate whatever is on your path. And the more you go into this state of competition, the more you delay yourself also. So it's about let them go in their own tempo and move at your own pace. It's funny because the horse now changes into that's the name for that, a snail. Slow and steady wins the race. So adapt to your own tempo. Adapt to your own tempo, accept where you are, but the main thing here is do not compare yourself with others. We should never do that. Never. It's unhealthy to do that. It's okay to be inspired by others, but do not compare yourself with others. You are walking your own path, and you are walking your own path with your own lessons, with your own challenges, with your own gifts, with your own gems on that road. Just walk in your own pace and trust in the unseen on your path. Again, the Divine Mother, she's so very present here, and she comes already into the beginning, or she came in when you are pushing that other person from the wagon. But she comes already from the beginning. Like, there is no need to compare yourself with others. Just see yourself in your own value, and um, acknowledge yourself for where you are, how far you have come, what you have worked through already, what you have done already. See your talents, see your accomplishments, acknowledge yourself for that, and go in your own pace. And it's not also this, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. So go on your own pace. Because also that the horse has now shifted into a snail, and it shifts into a snail before that corner where you start fighting. So if you can adapt to your own tempo, then also that fight will not happen. Because as it's been shown to me, the moment that you start fighting is also the first moment that the Divine Mother shows up. And she shows up here with this very compassionate, very loving, very caring energy, this warm embrace. And she comes through like that because she knows that you will feel guilty. You're going to blame yourself for that act of pushing that other person off your wagon, which is a symbol, but it's a symbol of acting in a way that you will regret afterwards. And although it's not you starting the fight also happens because your energy from the beginning was already competitive. If you would from the beginning already have taken your own pace, then the left one would have gone in his pace, his or her, and the right one would also have gone in his or her pace. So that fight should not have happened, or that fight would not happen if the starting point would already be different. And also where the fight happens, there is also a big delay. There is action that is happening there that is not coming from the right place, and that will need forgiveness for yourself, for the other, from the other, whatever the situation. But as the Divine Mother shows here, you're gonna blame yourself consciously or unconsciously, and/or unconsciously. So that it will need some forgiveness work, and also it's spinning. There you are making a big delay because of that. Hmm. So whomever feels spoken to with this, you are in a competitive situation, but there is an invitation in here to get out of your competitive nature there. Mm, okay. What I also feel like saying here is that there is nothing wrong with some competition, but competition coming from the right place and being able to stay in the mindset of it being a game, which is it's a very different energy than what is present there in the beginning. Because again, what I feel there in the beginning, it's coming from a place of ego and wanting to be better than, and that it's not coming from the right place. So you are in a situation like that, and there is an invitation in there to look at your motives. To look at your motives, to accept where you are, to honestly see with whom you are comparing yourself, and to understand that everybody walks their own path and everybody has their own obstacles on their own path. Also, from a soul's perspective, we all walk different paths, and not every path is as easy to walk. But the more difficult your path, the more strong you are. And a lot of times it's also related with the level of consciousness of your soul. So take that with you also. There is no need to be better than anybody else. Just be you. Just be you and be fully present where you are, accept where you are, and go in your own tempo. So you can arrive at that village. Take the road as gracefully and as easy as possible, without having to fight on the way, without having delays on the way. And and arrive at that cozy village that feels like home. And you can also, the moment that you arrive there, because now, like I say in the beginning, when you arrive there with the horse, you cannot enter the village. The Divine Mother is pulling you back also to that point, which is a symbol also for you're gonna, even if you arrive at that place, you will still be pulled back by guilt, shame, blame, whatever happened there on the road. While if you now arrive on the tempo of the snail, which is, it doesn't have to be slow, it's just your own tempo. The drums, walking on the beat of your own drum, which is your own rhythm. And it's a rhythm that should never be compared with anyone else's rhythm. It's your own unique rhythm. Honor that, respect that. And when you follow that rhythm, your own rhythm, the moment you arrive there, because now I see you arriving there and the gates are open for you. There is nothing that is pulling you back. What is also in here is this being present in the moment, which also comes with following the rhythm of your own drum. It means that you are present in each and every step you take on that road. And when you are racing, when you are in competition, you are living in the future and missing the present. And when you do that, there are moments that life pulls you back to the present, because there are things that happen there that need to be looked at, or need to be integrated, or whatever needs to happen, which normally and automatically and naturally happens if you follow the rhythm of your own drum, if you follow your own pace. There is trust coming through here also, so also that trust in the unseen, trust in your own guidance, and trust in yourself, trust in the divine timing, trust in that tempo by which you easily move, and make sure that it's coming, that your starting point is coming from the right place. Look within, look honestly within. Hmm. Always take time to smell the roses is also in here. Take time to smell the roses, eat the fruits from the trees that you are passing on your road, in your own temple. Um, have the time to look around to see what is there instead of racing somewhere and missing the whole journey and then having to be pulled back by life to see what you could have seen before in a very different experience. It's not going to feel like a delay, which it will in the moment that life has to pull you back. So, shanti shanti, I hear in here also. Shanti shanti. Take your time, follow your own rhythm, follow your own pace, and don't compare yourself to others. Just be you and adapt to your own rhythm. Whatever decisions we make, if we make a decision that comes from a place of hurry, of I need to, um, it's coming from a place of fear. Underneath there is fear. Any decision, any decision made from a place of hurry is never a good decision. If you are doubting about certain decisions, the first thing we should do is come to a place of peace within. And from a place of peace within, we can make the right decisions. When we feel we are in a hurry, when we feel pressure, that is a big sign to say to you, don't make a decision in this moment, which is not always possible, but most of the times it is. What I also, again, the Divine Mother, she's so very present here. And therein, there is a big invitation in there to be sweet to yourself. If you feel spoken to with this message, there is nothing to be ashamed of. There is nothing to judge yourself for. The only thing is to be honest with yourself. Because in this human experience, we make mistakes. We slip. It's part of the human experience. But when we slip, we catch ourselves, we reflect on that, we do or make a commitment to make a different choice next time, and we forgive ourselves. Because if we stay in this place of judging and blaming and shaming, we're gonna make a lot more choices that create situations that we afterwards have to feel ashamed, have to feel guilty about. So forgive yourself. Very important, but just be honest also. Just be honest and feel, am I coming from the right place or not? And if not, take a moment, stop, reflect, pause, take a moment and only move again when you feel you are coming from the right place. And again, don't judge yourself. Catch yourself and forgive. And trust, trust is also here. She's coming through so strong, the mother. There is more in there, eh? Compassion. Have compassion for yourself, for others. Hmm. I also hear in here, God is not forgotten about you. So if you feel like that, it's not. It's impossible. It's impossible. Your name is written in the palm of his hands. He can never forget one of his children. Impossible. But again, if if your path is difficult and you feel like it's unfair that other people have a much easier path than you, then try to look at that from the highest possible perspective. Because again, on a soul level, your consciousness is different. And there is it's more difficult. It's like, in the end, it's like playing a game. And the higher you get into the game, the more difficult it becomes. And I know this may sound light if you are really feeling if you are really feeling in the dark, but I don't feel that in here. What I mainly feel in here is frustration. Frustration. But again, try to see it from the highest possible perspective and come back into your heart space. Also, again, the Divine Mother, connect with this feminine, this love, your heart space. Love, care, compassion, sweetness, kindness to yourself in the first place, but also to others. Just have compassion for everyone on their own journey, in their own stages of their journey. Just always, at all times, be compassionate. And again, God has not forgotten you. It's impossible. What else is here? She said, Divine Mother, she says, I wish you could see you as I see you. Invite me into your vision. Invite me into your eyes. So this situation, also that, come back to yourself, go into your first what's the word? Not find the word. Your motives. Go back into your motives. Am I coming from the right place? Why am I doing this? And whatever situation you are in, also back to that beginning, invite the mother in. Speak to her and say to her, allow me to see this through your eyes. Whatever situation you are in, however you feel unfair treated. This is a human perspective, and there is victimhood in there also. Again, which is not a judgment, it's just a mirror. And you are not a victim unless you choose so. But you are not. If your path is difficult, you are a warrior. And you should own that. You should acknowledge that. Not from a place of ego, from a place of humble, heart-centered essence. You are not a victim, only if you choose so. Consciously or unconsciously, it's a choice you make. The moment you feel as a victim is a moment where you consciously or unconsciously chose to believe that. It's a moment where you consciously or unconsciously forgot what you truly are. Which is immortal spirit, which is an infinite soul, not a human. But we get trapped into the human stories. And it's tricky, It can be tricky. But nothing that is not to overcome. What else is in here? Reflection. Look in the mirror. You are very, very supported. There is a lot of guidance around you. And they are really inviting you to look at this from a different perspective. To look at this from a different perspective, and then also according to that newfound perspective, to make sure that you come from the right place in your thoughts, words, and deeds. And connect with the Divine Mother. She's so very present in here. If there is a situation also with this other person, because I see her now surrounding this other person that was that started to attack you. If you feel attacked by someone in your close environment, also surrender that to her, because it's not your fight. She is taking care of that. Allow the unseen to take care of that. It's not your fight. It's not your fault, I wanted to say also. And again, there is this, if you would move on now where you are in the way that you are moving now, you're gonna be delayed by guilt afterwards. So it's just, you have free will, no? You go your path in the way you want to go it. It's just, this reading is coming through to offer you a different perspective upon a situation that feels like a conflict. And as she is coming through now, as the Divine Mother is coming through now, according to this other person, there is also really a big invitation in here to let that be what it is and allow, or let the Divine take care of that. It's not your fight. Just focus on you and focus on the rhythm of your own drum. And with each and every step you take, make sure that you come from the right place. Make sure that your inner garden is well nourished, and that you spread goodness with every step you take. Whatever the situation with this other person, it's nothing personally. It never is. Everybody's playing out their own, projecting out their own inner experience upon their outside world. And if someone attacks you, they are projecting something upon you. It's possible you can trigger that with your behavior, because I also feel that in here. The fact that you are already competitive in the beginning also triggers something with that other person. But it shifts completely the moment that you follow the rhythm of your own drum. The other person is on their way and there is no fight. So it's action reaction, but it's still not personal. It's everybody playing out their own inner experiences and projecting that outwards. Reliving their own traumas, reliving programs, whatever is there that is unhealed. And there it's up to us to be the bigger person. Not in the sense of I am more than you, but in the sense of I embody the essences of God. Love, peace, joy, abundance, grace. And if I slip, I catch myself and I embody forgiveness. I know how to forgive myself, and I know how to forgive my outside world, which is a projection of me, which is a projection of you. There is something in that village that is also pulling my attention. It's like there are bells ringing. We go a little in there because this feels like this is a joyful announcement of something. What I also hear in here still from that situation with the fight, have the courage to just let it be. 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 Speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. It's truly words of wisdom. And that is also an invitation that is in here. To just let that be. To don't interfere with that energy, which doesn't mean you judge the soul, but you just say no to the behavior. But in the first place, you do that with yourself. You don't judge your soul, but you say no to behavior that is that is not coming from the right place, which is saying no to a default program that you are trying to step out of. It's a program that was running you while you want to be in control of, instead of being ruled by a program. For example, a program of competition, of wanting to be the best, which is separation. And it doesn't come from a God's place. Unity, oneness comes from a God's place. And in that oneness, we are all brothers and sisters, all walking our own path, in our own pace, with our own challenges, with our own obstacles. And we have compassion for each other, wherever we are. What is that bell there? What is this? We have humanity here on the bottom of the deck, with the spade, with the cave, and with the terrarium. So this is all very this is all very underground, all very in the dark, unconscious. And then with humanity here on the bottom of the deck, with that eye, it's like looking into this unconscious, or this motive that is just not coming from the right place, which is okay. Again, not a judgment, nothing to judge yourself for, and I'm also not here to judge. I'm just here to offer some clarity and to shine some light on something that maybe was still unconscious up until this moment. But why the bells? Because the bells feel happy, eh? Why does this come out with the bells? Hmm. As it comes through here now is that the bells are like, it's like an alarm clock, or it's the bells from the church in the village, so they are loud. I also see the big bells, bing bing. It's not that sound, but you know what I mean. um, so it's like a wake up call in a sense. Wake up and see that look at that motive that is not coming from the right place, and make sure that you are coming from a place of humanitarianism, humanity. And when you do so, this will be a very happy announcement for you. But there is something else I want to see here. So what if you do choose to look at that and follow your own pace, because again it's still your own choice. Cannot get that. I want to see the happy because I get again here this deep freeze, which is this is an invitation to reflect, to stop, and to really look within. What else is here? The storm fields. So look within, into your own storm within. And if so, is there also a happy announcement which I would love to give to you? Intention. They don't they don't want to go there. Okay. At least yes. The Field of Dreams, which is a very beautiful card. This is a dream. This is a card that speaks of infinite possibilities. Everything is possible in a very positive way. But there is really a big invitation in here to very honestly, um, with very pure intention, with the Divine Mother, from a place of love, of care, of compassion, look at your own motives, look within. And the intention is also here. Make sure that your motives are right, and that your intention for whatever you are doing, for whatever road you choose, for whatever pace you choose, for whatever thought, word, or deed, make sure that your intention is coming from the right place. I want to read, to end this reading, this intention. It's also, the owl is also here, so this wisdom. Use wisdom to think, um, speak, and act in the right way, from the right place. 22. Intention. Deliberate, clear intentions have the power to change your world. Your objectives will be fulfilled at this time. Inspired intentions are like magic arrows shot into the sky. The universe is bringing you a gift, showing you that you're hitting your mark. Recognize that you are not the one who has to do all the work. However, others help you co-create reality. You connect to the power of your intention, sending it out into the field, and then allow for synchronicity to work its magic. Perhaps the good intentions of others will inspire you to send out beautiful ones of your own. Own the life you want to lead and live deliberately with clarity and detachment. So there are the happy bells. I felt there was something, so I'm happy that it did come out. So the universe is bringing you a gift and showing you that you are hitting your mark. So go back, look at your own intentions, look at your own motives, make sure that you are coming from the right place, and instead of being competitive to those others, instead of trying to be better than those others or trying to be faster than those others or fighting with those others, send them good intentions. Send them good intentions, and then this arrow, inspired intentions are like magic arrows shot into the sky. So this, if you are coming from the right place and also are able to wish good to all others, then what you are trying to achieve will so much more easily fall into your field. And what I also feel in here, this all together, is don't try to fix the outside world. Don't try to compete with the outside world. Go within. And as within, so without. Come from a heart's place. Come from God's intentions. Wish everybody well, and then your magic will come to you. Instead of you racing somewhere and then having to be delayed and pulled back by life. Okay, my dear beautiful soul, this is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope this was helpful, and I'm sending lots of love, lots of light, lots of peace and blessings for each and every one.